Krishna is none different than his name. Kali Kale Namarupe Krishna Avatar. In this age of Kali Yuga, the Lord appears within his name. Om Apavitra Pavitro Vasaravavastam Gatopiva Yasmaret Pundarikaksam Sabhayabhyantara Suchi. And Krishna is all pure. Namachintamani Krishnas Chaitanya Rasvigraha. And all those purifying powers of Krishna are fully endowed within his name. Therefore, it is said in the Puranas, Harinama, Harinama, Harinama eva kevalam, kalo nasteva, nasteva, nasteva gatiranyata. When we learn to chant the holy name of the Lord with deep concentration and attention, without offense, in a pure state of mind, then Krishna will manifest himself to us in the most wonderful way through the beautiful sound of his name. Therefore, Srila Rupa Goswami has explained to us that I do not know, I cannot fathom, understand, or conceive the nectar that is contained within these two most blessed syllables, Krishna. When I chant the holy name of Krishna with this tongue, that name is so infinitely sweet that I desire many, many, many tongues to allow the Lord to dance upon. And when that name enters into my ears, I desire millions upon millions upon millions of ears to experience the unlimited joy of Krishna's name. And when that name enters into my heart, it conquers my senses, it conquers my mind, and I become utterly surrendered at the lotus feet of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. For the holy name cleanses the mirror of the mind and reveals the supreme personality of Godhead, not only to ourselves, but to whoever we come in contact with. So, this is the message, and this is the determination that should inculcate within our lives. We should have that enthusiasm and willingness to follow in the footsteps of Devaki and Vasudeva and cleanse these sinful enemies of lust, anger, pride, envy, greed, and illusion from our hearts. We should be willing to accept inconvenience and sacrifice in the service of the Lord, to assist in the mission of the Lord. And this all comes about through the chanting of the holy names. When we chant the holy names in Sankirtan and the association of devotees, and we chant very loudly, as Lord Gaurasundar has taught us, then that holy name travels to purify the entire existence. We cannot calculate the potency of Krishna's name when it is chanted by so many wonderful, sincere devotees of the Lord. There are so many crises, so many sufferings all around us in this world. In our personal life, terrible misery is either taking place or imminent. And when we hear what is taking place in the news, we find terrible droughts and floods and earthquakes, epidemic diseases, greed, crime, drug addiction, alcoholism, murder, wars, cold wars, hot wars, nuclear bombs, We can list forever, practically, the various ways to suffer in this world. And it is all around us. And we should not hide our eyes from the facts, the reality. And through the United Nations and through the various social, political, and philanthropic organizations, they are trying to, at the most, relieve some of the symptoms of material miseries. But despite all of our technology, all of our science, and all of our developed diplomacy, the world is in a terrible condition of conflict and suffering. Because there is only one process in this age of Kali Yuga to actually relieve the sufferings of this world. And that is to get out of this world. We were explaining that this material existence is like a vast, unlimited ocean of suffering, of birth and death. And if you're in the middle of that ocean, you cannot avoid from getting wet. If you're cast in the ocean, can you become dry? It's not possible. Nor is it possible to be in this ocean of material suffering and not suffer. Therefore, Krishna is so inconceivably merciful that out of love and compassion for all of his children, for all living entities, he appears within this material world only for our sake, to attract us to his beautiful, loving pastimes, to give us proper instructions, and to reveal his divine name. And he is coming to throw us that life-raft to take us out of this ocean of suffering. And through his name and through his devotees, the great acharyas in the parampara system, they are coming to give us the life-raft of Krishna's mercy to take us out of the ocean of material suffering. But how foolish material civilization is today. That the life raft is there. We're wet with material suffering. And we say, please take the life raft. Take the name of Krishna. Take the association of his devotees. Come out of this material world. Transcend it today. But what do they say? I don't have time to take the life raft because I'm too busy trying to dry myself off in this ocean. I'm too busy trying to relieve the sufferings in this world of sufferings.
You were listening to Radhanath Swami on devotionalnectar.com.